Adamantly pro-nuclear, but I
Yes.
also see in a very sober way what the challenges are for nuclear in the United States and more broadly around the world. The first piece was titled "On the Verge of a Crisis: The Nuclear Fuel Gordian Knot." So I want to talk about this, and I'm going to ask that piece, and I'll ask the question very directly: will the lack of nuclear fuel, and you described this looming shortfall due in part to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, will this lack of nuclear fuel choke the nuclear renaissance before it gets started?
It has certainly delayed it because many of the new reactors, the advanced reactors, not all but many, run on a form of fuel that is not commercially available except from the Russians. It is called HALEU. It is high assay, low enriched uranium. And let me explain that. In nature, a very small portion of the uranium is the isotope U-235, the stuff that splits easily. It's less than 1%. In the reactors we run today, we raise that, we sort out the isotopes and raise that to about 5%. The upper limit of low enriched fuel, where you don't worry about proliferation, is 20%. Some of the new reactors are designed to run on low enriched fuel, but it's just below that 20% threshold, 19.75%. And there's no place to get it at this moment. It's not a technical problem, but it is a commercial problem, and especially a problem of commercial inertia. If you were counting on Russia to supply it, you didn't build your own infrastructure to get it, and then you've decided it really isn't practical to import from the Russians anymore, then at least in the short term, you can't get fuel for these new reactors. An additional problem is fuel for existing reactors enriched to 5%, where the Western world is not self-sufficient. It's reliant on the Russians.